jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out that more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
Shout out to the hottest chat in the M effing game. A side official. No negotiation needed, period. It's Friday. You already know the first in the building. The news by Shaw News Sauce Experiences on deck. What it do, man? Salute to your team, Tucker official. You already know, standing on all 10. You feel me? Definitely make sure you go check out the news by Shaw News Sauce Experience. Support the channel, man. Check out the content and buy the merch, man. It's on deck. Carlos Rosado is in the building. What's good with it, Carlos? WCS salute. I can't get the dang puppet out my head. Yeah, man, it was hilarious. Well, we got another puppet to talk about today. We got another puppet. For those of you that's inbound, you already know what it is. If it's in you, then let it out you. Hit the like button. That's all I gotta say. If you really support the channel. Now it's Friday, of course, and I'm gonna give you some Friday funny. You know, I've gotten a little bit good at doing reactions. So this is no different. You know what I'm saying? This is reaction to the Martell saga versus Rachel saga. When I seen this, I said, man, I tried to tell him. But they was over there hating on Crawford so much. You know what I'm saying? They was just being Crawford haters. That, hey, this guy was never taking it serious, man. You went from a Crawford hater to a stalker to a freaking joining the team, you know, getting dressed up and snack, buying the dang supplements. You know what I'm saying? Wanted to goddamn become enamored, admired, you know, the doping aspect of boxing allegedly. Wanted to be acquainted with Victor Conte. And I told people he was doing that for ulterior motives. I told you. I let it be known he was doing it for ulterior motives. You didn't wanna listen, man. And now Rachel had to come out and put him on front. Expose him for the bum media he is. Expose him. Now, not only did she expose him, Crawford ended up being a part of this also. You know what I'm saying? Crawford had something to do with this. And we're going to get back to this too. We're going to get back to this. Don't read too much into it when I say, you know, Crawford had a little bit to do with this too. But hey, you hang with bums, you get bum prizes, Rachel. You know what I'm saying? You hang with bums, you get bum prizes. You know dang well how long you been in the industry. You shouldn't have been out here picking up strays. I blame you too. You wanted to hang out with this stray and thought he was going to be an intricate part of what you had going on in boxing for the past decades with your husband up to this point. You slipped too. I gotta remind you that you slipped too. Yes, you did. You want to sit up here and be Mama Rachel to an old ass bum. I could have told you just chill. Don't do it. I want y'all to listen to some audio of Rachel torching this dude. I told people when he started doing those Victor Conte interviews, he wasn't posting the entire interview. There was ulterior motives. He wanted anything and everything to try to act like Crawford was involved in something illegal with Victor Conte dealing with Snack. He became totally infatuated with trying to ruin the name of Terrence Bud Crawford. Like it became strange and weird. You know what I'm saying? It became psychological degenerative. For real. It became something like stuff you see in a movie, a documentary on how people was bi and tripolar. You know what I'm saying? They actually had other shit going on. When you listen, I'm saying to myself, usually Rachel don't be taking shit like that. But in this particular case, you know, she seemed a bit nicer than I actually thought she was. You know what I'm saying? I always consider her to be a honey badger. You know what I'm saying? Very, very bitey. You know, she seemed very bitey. You know what I'm saying? Some people would be saying she seemed a bit snappy. You know what I'm saying? But I remember when I was over there, Rachel, you snapped on me, and I definitely snapped back at you. And who's the one that came to your defense? The very own, you know it, Martell. Whoa. See, Rachel, if you would have saw through the smoke, all he was doing is just kissing your ass to get the pass. That's all he was doing, Rachel. He was just kissing your ass to get the pass. And y'all, those of you that's tuned in, when you find out what the pass was, ooh wee. I'm about to hit Shaw up. I'm saying, Shaw, hey, we in the wrong business, bro. We in the wrong business. We was doing it all backwards because he was kissing her ass to get the pass, and boy, what did he get on the pass? God damn. Shout out to you though. Shout out to you, Rachel, for sitting up here providing accommodations for helping the needy. The needy, okay? That's KNEEDY. The needy. For helping out the bum media. I salute you for that. I salute you for that. Real talk. I tell you what, no wife of mine would have been paying for no nigga ticket. I tell you that. And when all those accommodations, I don't give a fuck how many times she been on your pound. She would have had to come ask. Excuse me, I was thinking about doing what? You know, the guy Martell, I have a whole lot. Who the guys you talking about you hanging with? First of all, look, I can't even finish the story because first of all, I never would have been with a woman who would have been hanging out with the names of a Drew or a BF or a Martell. For what? For what? Why would I? Her brain wouldn't even be like that. I wouldn't even risk my life doing that. That's just, I wouldn't even risk my life. What the hell was going on here, man? That is strictly so freaking strange and weird, man. I remember when that happened. And boy, was he fronting. Because y'all know I went on live that night. And I made these aerosexuals, him included, I made them feel the wrath. And this is still, to this day, Crawford, you got fragmentation of the aftermath of July 29th. This exposure from Rachel deals with the night that you stepped in there and sit up there and brutalized Spence. And guess what? You had an aerosexual in the audience who didn't even pay for his own reservations and flights and food and none of that. You know what I'm saying? That was a hustle going on in the audience there, Crawford. That was a hustle. Look. They thought the private trip was just one of the most amazing behind the scenes covert ops They was going there to see Errol Spence get what again? He's supposed to beat Crawford that night. And you had Medusa. You had the Queen de la Queen. You had the Madame. You know what I'm saying? She was getting all y'all brothers together to go see the fight. hey, hey, bud. Look, this audio is basically kind of a an extension of July 29th, 2023. Because, I remember this dude was bragging that he was sitting up close to the ring. Yeah, this dude. I need to let you hear the audio. I need to let you hear the audio. It's only gonna sit with you different if you hear it from her mouth. Salute to Rachel for torching this dude. But Rachel, I'm gonna let you know, you have to take the culpability in this too. It's a certain percentage of culpability for your niceness. You can't sit up here and pet little goddamn bums off the street, Rachel. You can't pet them. Oh, I'm gonna make sure. Oh, look, he has a smoking bud pack shirt on. Oh, I gotta get you to the fight. You can't do that. You can't go over here being a mobile freaking babysitter, Rachel. You can't do it. You can't do it. You can't do that. Let's get to this audio. It was hilarious. This was hilarious. And this is from Beyond the Ring with Nonito and Rachel.
What I thought from the bar and continued friendship through text messages. We made sure that YSM Sports Media reached out to me in December of 2022. I did an interview for him, and it was about Terrence Bud Crawford.
What? It was about who? See, Crawford, you trying to think I'm blaming you for this, you know. But I put it out there, bud. I said, you not only beat up an opponent, you beat up an entire community and those who was rooting against you. You beat up a large collective group of boxing fans on that night. You just couldn't see all of them because you didn't care. You weren't paying attention. But she said, hey, I did an interview with YSM Sport about Terrence Bud Crawford and it went viral. No shit. It went viral. This is gonna go viral too. You know what I'm saying? You torching and babysitting these Crawford haters.
It went viral, and other content creators from here started reaching out, requesting their own interview. From that YSM interview, I was introduced to other YouTubers that wanted interviews with me. And guess who one of them was? Manager Marty.
Rachel, all you had to do was reach out to me. I would have said never trust a dude with freaking glasses that big on his face. We had a dude down here called Wayne Williams. He had the same exact pair, big glass wearing. You know what I'm saying? He was out here murdering kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You probably heard of the Atlanta child murders. Wayne Williams driving around in a van and with big ass focus on. You know what I'm saying? Can see a mosquito sneeze. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. But I could have told you. Don't do it, Rachel.
This interview is from January 27th, 2023. And he was smiling and happy and gave me an amazing introduction like he normally does until recently.
That's what you got, Rachel. It's called ass kissing down here in the South. That's what it's called, ass kissing.
But we'll get into that one later. This is not where the relationship ended. It didn't just end after this interview. We made sure to keep in touch. When we went to Philadelphia in February of 2023, we met up with all the YouTubers that wanted to come out. Of course, Manager Marty was there. We had an amazing conversation, or at least what I thought, from the bar.
Oh, he came out to the bar. I thought you was gonna say he came out to the fight that was going on that weekend. But my bad. He's not really media like that. He manages his shadow, and that's it. So yeah, I understand where you at with it. I got it, Rachel. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know you was such a kind-hearted individual. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't know, but I wish you would have gave me a call, and I could have gave you all the information you needed because I broke bread with the dude, and he tried to act like I was a fan. He didn't tell people that I paid for the tab. Showed them hospitality down here. I could have warned you. I could have warned you of this slime ball. I could have warned you ahead of time, that Rachel. But we didn't know each other. It's okay. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But this guy once considered in trying to convince people that I was a fan of his, all because I gave him a compliment that he told me something about boxing management. That's it. I could have warned you. I could have pre-warned you.
And continued friendship through text messages. We made sure that we appreciated each other's time and the building of this new friendship. We continued texting and texting, calls, texts, calls, texts. Hey, can you come up on StreamYard to talk about this? And I answered every single time that I could.
Damn, that was a lot of text. I'm just listening and looking. This stuff actually goes on. This type of activity actually goes on. Wow. Wow. You know what I'm saying? That was a lot of text. Hey, Martell was on a mission. Martell was on a mission. I don't know if it was just strictly work, but boy, he was sending a whole lot of text. Woo woo. I don't know, man. I don't know. I, hey, I don't know.
When my schedule permitted. Because guess what? I had a new friend and I wanted his channel to grow. I wanted him to have more subscribers. And
See, this where it gets a little funky, fuzzy, foggy for me, Rachel, because I just don't like when people say they're doing stuff for you. You know what I'm saying? And they want your channel to grow. Let's get one thing understood to anybody and everybody who's listening. That channel, don't nobody care about your channel. That goes for anybody who's sitting up here talking, oh man, I want your channel to grow and grow. You can have a growth spurt of viewers that still don't validate who you are in life. That channel has no relevance in your life except when you log on to it here on YouTube for a certain part of time and then you out. You know what I'm saying? That channel hasn't been proven to make you a better person. When you're about to commit a sin, that channel don't sit there and be the yin and the yang in your life. I just don't like when people always talking about channel grow. Who gives a crap about a channel growing unless you done made the sacrifice to say, you know what? I just want to give up all the job benefits that I currently have, and I want to go be a content creator and a content creator. Either one, which one you want to be. That's what I want to do. I want to go about it that way. I want to put all my time and effort into a platform that provides me no retirement plan. So y'all really is into this boxing stuff because boxers, they the same thing. They go in there and fight, 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 no retirement pension. Some of you dudes don't have nothing going for you, so you want to put all the effort into growing your channel and you want to go through others and cut corners and allow them and their attention, you know what I'm saying? Their fan base. You want to take bits and pieces from people to grow your channel, and that's not going to make you a better person. Rachel found this out. She said she was trying to help the man's channel grow. If she would have told me that, I say, hold up. I don't need you to do that. I don't need you to do that. That's not my focus. I don't need you to do that.
in there, he asked me who else I knew. He was so comfortable because he knew the Rolodex I have and the contact I have, the business relationships I've built. I can get anyone.
Hey, Shaw News. She said her Rolodex. She said she can get anyone. Now I know you wasn't in the comeback game like she was, but I just got a question. Like she said her Rolodex. You know what I'm saying? She can get anyone. So basically, they was using her as the gatekeeper. To I don't get what the benefit was, Rachel. Like you had the Rolodex. You and your husband has earned the Rolodex of contacts that you got. I don't get where you're putting it out there to the public as if you're leveraging it. Like that's your Rolodex. That's not a Rolodex that you got from each and every person that was tuned in to see your husband fight or what you had going on in boxing career. That's your Rolodex. That's your info. I know Shaw News won't sit up here and say, hey, I need for you to be my friend. I need for you to be close so I can help your channel grow. And then I can start giving you my contacts. Okay? I can give you my contacts. I just need to see you attend a couple of fights and then I can give you my contacts and we're going to make this work. Matter of fact, I can have you be my assistant with your high tucker and I can appoint you as the assistant to the assistant. So we can all be in this together. I know you weren't supporting him at first, but now that you need something, yeah, that seems like it might work. So that may be an idea you want to do, Shaw News. Just, start giving out your contacts to for free. Start giving your contacts from your Rolodex for free. That's what we're doing. It's called charity. It's called YouTube charity. That's what the YTC stand for now. YouTube charity.
I can get Todd to buff his cell phone.
Wow, Todd the Buff, say it ain't so. You can get Todd the Buff.
Any of the people in the game. But there was one that he asked me about specifically that he wanted to get on this show. So because he wanted him, I went out and grabbed him for him.
Rachel. Hold up. Why are you doing this so easily? You are a snapping turtle. You are tough. You are gritty. This is not. Were you just putting on a facade? No. So you're trying to tell me all it takes is for Martell to know you from one tick of the hour to the next, and you're in that good? He's in that good? Can I start making arrangements too? I'm a retired veteran. I'm gonna use my veteran status with you, Rachel. I'm a retired veteran. Can you start dispersing your contacts to me? I got a fight I want to go to. Can we just link up respectfully? You know what I'm saying? Because it didn't seem like you knew Marty that long for you to start giving and presenting this charity work to him. Rachel, you was a snapping turtle, man. The honey badger of all honey badgers, man. People know not to approach you the wrong. Man, come on, man. I came on there to speak about Crawford, and you was like, snapping on me. I'm like, what? Who is this? What did I say? What did I do? I'm saying to myself, you gave him somebody as important as Victor Conte out your Rolodex, and you barely even know this cat?
Who am I talking about? I'm talking about no other than Victor Conte. After the Philadelphia meeting, I reached out to Victor, who I haven't talked to. Victor and I really don't have a constant communication relationship, as Nonito had left him about 15 years ago. But he won't stop to text me things every now and then, and I don't text back. But that's not what I want to point out.
She's talking about her receiving text from Victor Conte and not texting back. Okay? She's actually showing Victor Conte texting her and she's not texting back. Okay? So she do have boundaries. Okay? She do have boundaries. But why she had boundaries with Victor Conte, she allowed Martell to breach those boundaries. That was the one you were supposed to be watching out for, not Victor Conte. Victor Conte already been tried and true and punished. He wasn't the one you should be looking out for. You know what I'm saying? He was safely in your Rolodex.
Out to you. I want to point out to you this. Hey, a YouTuber is asking for an interview. Victor's already feeling him out. He doesn't know if he wants to do an interview if he's not a high-profile guy. So what do
Rachel said Victor Conte was trying to fill out that Martell dude. He was trying to fill him out, see if he was worthy of going on his channel to talk about boxing. He probably seen the play a mile away. You heard that? He probably seen the play a mile away. As she continued, you're gonna understand. He's seen what I seen. He's seen what I seen. You know what I'm saying? He's seen the play from a mile away.
I do? I talk out manager Marty and say that he has a good reputation and he has integrity. He actually said you can send him the questions you want asked so you can answer. I send
read it and then get a piece of your perspective on it. And I wanted to read it right now, and it says, "This is from Victor Conte, and you retweeted."
Granted an interview. And then it just goes right back to screenshots of him talking on the internet without responses from me. So imagine my surprise when he denies ever knowing that, you know what, let's just hear it from his own words.
She never texted me, y'all. Let's keep it real. She never said, "Hey, Marty, Victor wants to come up. I've been telling him about you." I didn't even know that. Victor Conti told us that, didn't he? I've been sending him videos that you did. I didn't even know that. She didn't tell me that. I found it out from Victor Conti when he got here.
Yep, it's true. I texted Victor out of nowhere from his text.
So what Rachel was doing was leg work. Rachel was doing leg work. That's what you call really, like you going above and beyond to somebody, doing stuff without them knowing. In the Marine Corps, we used to look at that as, it was a grade on your evaluation. You know what I'm saying? Going above and beyond the call of duty. Or is another one saying doing more than what was expected of you or something like that. It's called initiative, point blank period. It's called initiative. And when somebody's doing something for you behind the scenes that is considered a positive act of kindness, then you shouldn't get on here and complain about, somebody going behind the scenes trying to help you out. But it's depending on what type of maturity, what type of age appropriation adult we're talking about. Because you can be of age, but that doesn't mean your heart is in the right place. It doesn't mean you're a good-hearted person. It doesn't mean that you are a good-hearted person.
From Victor's text messages to me from January 22nd all the way to the point like I showed you a second ago. But he didn't know? Then what's this, Marty? What's this?
Gotcha, bitch!
You didn't know, Marty? February 13, 2023, after I texted Victor about you, I sent you a screenshot of the communication. What do you mean you didn't know?
I've been sending him videos that you did. I didn't even know that. She didn't tell me that. I found it out from Victor Conti when he got here.
Let me ask you again. What do you mean you didn't know? February 13, 2023, I sent you a screenshot of the conversation. Oh, how you readily forget how I try to help you. A couple months passed, and Victor still hadn't been on Manager Marty. So what do? Every single time that Manager Marty's live, like in this text, I tell Victor, April 21, 2023 is when Manager Marty was live, that I told Victor that you're live just to establish you're a good guy. Give him a chance.
Dang. Rachel's going above and beyond the call of goddamn whatever she was trying to do. Why? I have no idea why she would go so far Did you have an outreach group or something? Why would you go far and beyond the call of MF and duty for this dude? And he hasn't even put in the work, Rachel. He hasn't even put in the work. He hasn't even proven any type of loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Doing something that he hasn't even been told to do. How has he took the initiative for you? What did he do for you in this case? Man, it's like totally opposite of what I perceive you to be. It's just like you're looking extremely gullible in this situation. You know what I'm saying? You're looking extremely gullible, and you have much more than this cat. So that's why I don't understand why you was doing so much for him without having him earn your likeness. What did he do to earn your likeness, though? Have you on a panel? Where are we going with this? Where? Tell me this, Rachel. Where do I go in the gallery to submit my application? Where in the gallery can I find the app to submit my application to the Rachel donation freaking outreach program? Because I want to be a part of that. Real. I want to be a part of that.
And listen, it didn't come without its struggle. Victor did not really want to talk to you.
Check this out. She said Victor didn't want to talk to him.
He thought you were an idiot.
Victor Conte thought Manager Marty was an idiot. Martell Marty. Victor Conte, per the words of Rachel, he thought that you was an idiot. He thought that you was an idiot. But goddamn it, he must have been a sneaky, sly, clever idiot, because he got not only Rachel, but he got Victor Conte too. And I was telling you all, I said, look how he's chopping up these videos to make it seem like there's a different avenue that people need to take a look at, that this guy's still out here on the bad side of boxing. That's what it seemed like. He was trying to get Victor Conte to incriminate himself. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to act like you want to have a man on your show to educate those who may be uneducated about, that area of professional sports, or not even professional sports, just, performance enhancing drugs in perspective. And this is just wild, man.
In September, and I had to call him and say, please give Manager Marty a chance. He has integrity. You should go over there and talk to him. And while this is going on, I'm trying to be a good friend. He talks to me and says that he wishes that he could come and support. But he doesn't have a way to get into the fight venue of.
So this way it gets interesting, where I put the puzzle piece up there, bum media credential. Because the bum media credential is to all the content creators that have to freeload off other people to get credentials. I never freeloaded off anybody, and I got credentials to PBC, Top Rank, and freaking Matchroom. Never freeloaded. You know what I'm saying? Never freeloaded. But this is where it gets very interesting, where the bum status come into the effect. You know what I'm saying? Bum United. You know what I'm saying? This is a soccer team called Bum United, because they about to score an awesome goal. Awesome goal. They about to score the perfect goal. Real talk. They're talking about the fight of all fights, that they thought they was going there as Crawford haters to see Crawford take that L. And this is where you have to say to yourself, if you had a spouse that was cohabitating with you in the same dwelling, those of you men that's out there, the same dwelling, you have to say to yourself in hindsight, because they say hindsight is 20/20. And you have to say to yourself, would my lady even would have considered something like this? Me, I'm asking myself. First of all, fuck no. Okay. But in a reality or fantasy, okay, let's just say I was a different person, and this particular person said that I wish I could come there to support Nito and be in the atmosphere all together Flying there isn't an issue at all. It's just that I don't have a way to get in the venue. Let's take a moment and allow that to sink in. Okay? To sink Okay, hopefully you have taken in breath. Inhale. It's Friday now. Okay, it's Friday. I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying to dang milk this, the right way. Okay. So what we at right now is that she's talking about her Rachel saying she's talking about a text. So it says, I wish I could come there to support Nito and be in the atmosphere all together. Flying there isn't an issue at all. It's just that I don't have a way to get in the venue, of course. I repeat, I wish. Hear my pain. Hear my voice. Hear my struggle. Hear my bum status. I wish I could come there to support Nito and be in the atmosphere all together because we're so close. We're so bonded. Nothing can stop us. We're the best YouTubers on social media. Flying there isn't an issue at all. It's just that I don't have a way to get in the venue. Pay attention to what happens next, y'all. You're going to scratch your head with goddamn a handful of freaking rusty glass. I'm telling you.
Court. I don't know how you can't get into the venue. Tickets were on sale, but he says he can't get into the venue. So what does any good friend do for a friend?
This is where I come in. What does any good friend do when it comes to her name being Rachel? Like I said before, once this live is over with, please, can you DM me, Rachel, so I can go to the gallery and find the app? Can you send me the app that I can submit my application to be the next Save a Content Creator, fly them out to a fight, all expenses paid? Can I? I want to use my vet status. I never really used it to basically get, or maneuver my way into a situation. I don't really need any credentials. Okay. I just really want to use this as a I want to make a documentary, so to speak. To see can it actually happen, so I can just talk about it in reaction. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I want to see, is it possible?
That can't come out. So what do? I send you a plane ticket. And that plane
Come here, baby, for a second. Let me get something straight. I'm talking about me, y'all. Somebody sent me this link. You know what I'm saying? Somebody sent me this link, and they timestamped this bitch. And that timestamp, I heard you on there saying that you bought another nigga a plane ticket. Huh? Is that what I heard? No. I'm just trying to see if that what I heard. Is that it? No, don't run away. Hold up. Come back for a second. It's just doing some spring cleaning. Don't worry about it. Come back over here. So you said that you bought who a ticket again? Who a ticket? No, hold on. Look around this house. Do we have any kids up in here? that we still feeding this on our roof? Oh, we are. Okay, okay. So let me get this straight though, because they was looking out for me. So let me get this straight, right? You said that you were about to purchase a ticket, or you did purchase a ticket? Oh, you did purchase it. Now this is what I want for you to do right now, for the health of the whole family. All right. I need for you to pack a bag. I need to find you. You need to find a place to stay for about 2 weeks. That's how long it's gonna take for me to get off your ass. Okay. You need to go somewhere for at least 2 weeks and find a way to get that money back. And we ain't talking about the same way that you just giving that shit. No, you need to find a way to recoup them funds. You go on Walgreens and steal some shit. You better go return some stuff. You better find a way to get this money back ASAP. You don't ever do some shit like that. Were you on your medication? Oh, that's why right there. Why you ain't taking your medication? It ain't no way that you about to buy another grown ass fucking man a plane ticket to go to a place where we gonna be at, and that nigga ain't cool with me. Hell no, that ain't happening.
Ticket was not cheap. It was $716.95.
What did that? Did I just? Did I just hear that correct? You, she's. Did you just say 700 and something? Hey, hey man, come here for a second. Did you hear Mama just say that? For real, just correct me if I'm wrong. Did she just say 700? Do you love your mother? Do you love your mother? You do. Did you just let me rewind this back, son? Let me rewind this back.
I can't come out. So what do
Listen
I do?
to this, son.
I
Listen.
send you a plane ticket. And that plane ticket was not cheap. It was $716.95.
So son, I'm asking you right here, right now. What should your mom's punishment be? Because I'm asking you, son. I want to keep it in the family. I don't want it to be over the top or too lenient. What do you think it should be? I'm gonna get back with you on that. In the meantime, go help your mom pack. I know you want your mama here. You know I love her too, but go help her pack her shit. Okay, I'm gonna get back with you.
Yep, that's where it was. And I
So let me screenshot this for y'all, cause I want to show you the bum life. Shaw News, you out here busting your ass, man. You know what I'm saying? Doing multiple things, right? And then you got so many people that's hating. When you putting in the work, you've been doing it all wrong, bro. Maybe you should have been just lounging around doing not a damn thing, just kicking your feet up. And then maybe an opportunity of a lifetime like this will fall in your lap. Let me show y'all this right here. Let me show you this. Let me show you this right here. This cannot be real. Look at this right here, y'all. Look at this right here. Take a peek at that. And you trying to tell me somebody head ain't getting cracked to the goddamn skull meat? You trying to tell me they ain't gonna have bone marrow leaking out their shit? Is that what you trying to tell me? First of all, like I said before, no female of mine would have ever did some shit like that. Cause she wouldn't even ask me, nor would she have went about it without trying to help a bum fly to a venue. 716? What? No. Look at this. Look at this. 716 95 flight. 1500? Unbelievable. That's unbelievable, dog. The hustle is real. Shout out to Hustle Man on deck, man. 918 on deck. Shout out to Mr. International Toby Bartlett on deck. Are y'all looking at this shit? I know it's none of my business, but it's public record, so I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to talk about it because shit, I want to use my vet status now. I want to get flown out for fun, so I can save my money. I want to get flown out for fun. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm one of the people who actually do the media. But this cat ain't did nothing with media. $716.95. That's wow, Rachel. Did Nonito approve of this, Rachel? Or you say you don't have to get no approval from Nonito? If Nonito, if you listen to this, I don't know if you knew, but now you know when this dropped. You should have goddamn flew to Philly and started knocking heads off there. I know you still got that goddamn. You still got some power, Nonito. All that dang fights you had, you should have went up there and found Martell. All you had to do is just dip down in one of them alleys. You would have found him over there. You know what I'm saying? You could have went over there and started putting some paws on him, man. And say, I ain't leaving Philly till you get me my cheese. Get me the bread. Get me that butter. Wow. Unbelievable. Let's get back to it.
I don't even just send you that. I make sure you're taken care of. Sorry. Just because I said I couldn't personally pick you up doesn't mean you don't have a ride. TGB should be picking you up. Here's the contact when you land.
Ooh, shout out to Rachel. Shout out to your sister. Shout out to you. You are extremely kind. Giving. Wow. You are extremely kind and giving. Shout out to the Mount Everest of the Filipino freaking mountaintop of kindness. Rachel proved me wrong. She is going through all this liaison helping the needy. This is unbelievable. She said TGB. This is professionalism at its best. She not only helped you with the amenities and the concierge service, but she said TGB. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I went to several top rank events, and I have ridden. I rode on the Sprinter twice. I did, but I'm just saying she relayed the information and went line for line the way it's supposed to be done, bro. For a bum that didn't even have the money and the finances to even join and support. That's what I'm telling you. These guys be on here faking the funk, man. They ain't getting no credentials on their own. She said TGB should be picking you up. Here's the contact. See, that is what you call giving somebody the oop. That's what you call giving them professional assistance. Making sure from point A to B they're taken care of. I got to commend Rachel for that. That is how you do it. If you're going to help somebody out and this bum don't have no ride, you're trying to tell me you paid for his flight, but still he don't have the money to catch an Uber? And they said TGB should be picking you up. Here's the contact. Wow.
I made sure you were taken care of. Not to mention the
$716 flight, $1,500 flight, car service, meals and drinks. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Jesus Christ. Let me put this up here for criteria and evidence. You know what I'm saying? Let me put that up there because this is unbelievable. This is what you call peeling back the skin with a dirty razor. Serious. Look at that. Whew. You trying to tell me that ain't an act of kindness? That ain't professionalism? That ain't doing for the needy? I don't know what is.
complimentary lunch that was on my tab, in addition to your $1,500 fight ticket. But you know what was strike one for me? No matter
Man, you had this. This is where it gets weird. This is where it gets super weird, super weird, super weird, super weird. You have groups and organizations out there, bro, that I would never be a part of. I would never be a part of. This is where it gets weird. And I said what I said earlier about if it was my situation and the punishment and repercussions it would be if my lady even thought about doing an act of kindness like this, unless I'm talking about for the person that in this scenario. Now, if it was somebody that was cool with, that I know for a fact, I'm looking out, no problem, no problem. But this is where it gets weird because now I'm thinking that Rachel is somewhat like a YouTube shepherd. She's just out there with the staff, you know what I'm saying, hoarding the sheep. For real, that's what I seen. This is where I get this from. This is what I was able to retrieve from the live stream too. This is where it just gets stupid weird because now it's looking like she's used to basically, running a rescue program of these individuals that's incapable of really going out here and being a man about it and handling their own stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it moving. I gotta keep it moving.
what I did for you, other people showed up when Nonito lost.
Other people showed up when Nonito lost. So let's talk about that. Nonito lost. She's not talking about June 2022 when he fought Naoya Inoue. Okay? They're not talking about that. When he was stopped in 2 rounds. She's not talking about that. She's talking about the infamous July 29th, 2023, when Nonito went in there against Alexandro Santiago at the T-Mobile Arena. And he lost the unanimous decision. She's talking about other people showed up. She's talking about other people showed up. You wanna kind of know who those people are? Do you care? Let me show you what was on her live. Let me show you. Other people showed up. Other people showed up. That's about as much time as they get. Let me hit this damn triangle and keep moving.
You didn't show up. BFTB showed up and Drew Titan, and I didn't pay for anything for Drew Titan.
So let's get this straight. So Rachel, you're saying that after you have kids that you're feeding, that you're still taking care of after you satisfied this man who isn't your husband and you paid for plane tickets. You fed that man. You made sure he was taken care of. You looked out for him. You're trying to tell me when Nonito lost on July 29th, you're saying that's the reason that he didn't show up to the room to show that love? That's because you never knew him. You was trying to do so much for a stranger, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm wondering if there's, is there something else that we're missing in this investigation? Because the reason why he didn't show up there, Rachel, is because Errol Spence got his ass whooped. See, the only reason he wanted your help is to get him there. That's all. See, he played you tenfold because you know that now, obviously. He played you tenfold because the only thing he wanted to do is pretend like, and this is no lie, Rachel, he was on live trying to act like he was sitting up close to the freaking ring and he paid for it. Bomb. 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 He was on there pretending like he paid for a ticket to sit close to the ring. All alone, you had financed this man's travel arrangements. He did not even have the integrity within him, the honesty. His character wouldn't allow him to say, hey, I want to give a shout out to Rachel for looking out for me. You know what you did? You gave me, you know what I'm saying? You gave me the biggest assist that I can get coming out here. I love you for it. When somebody do something like that, you got to tell them you love them. I love you for it. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I thank you for allowing me to be at a special event such as the T-Mobile Massacre. That's when he should have thanked you over and over and over tenfold and not kept it a secret. If you do for somebody behind the scenes to benefit them, they should do things. They should basically recognize what you did outside of that. In the general public, they should thank you publicly. If they're not willing to thank you publicly, Rachel, they don't give a damn about what you did. He should have thanked you publicly. But you were so easily able to gift wrap him a freaking all expense paid. What you say, Shaw News? The fan, the boxing fan experience, the fanfare experience. He got the fanfare experience package. You know what I'm saying? You gave him the fan experience package. This man said when the fight, when Errol Spence went down, when he lost, he turned around and looked at his BFF, and they locked eyes, and they was looking at each other. Oh man, no man, this ain't right. And that's when he found the closest freaking locker with some dirty socks in it and some old boxing shoes. And he got there, slid up in there and closed the door and did a live stream and want to talk about, I just want to let you know, he had to go live from the arena. I just want to let y'all know that, you know, what y'all seeing here is no way this is right. He was, you know, start coming up with all these excuses. Coward, bro. You should have took your ass up to the room and paid respect to the person who put you in that venue, or else you never would have made it there. Real talk, man. Because I don't know what the hell y'all got going on. I really don't. I don't know what type of. I never would have known a honey badger to be so friendly, especially for somebody who you don't know. But at least this cat could have did was went up there and showed, you know, Nonito some love. God damn, bro, this is the money that both of them earn. You know what I'm saying? You got mad because Errol Spence got whooped and he had to find a locker to go into and then do a live stream and talk about, oh, his weight drain. He was on something. I've never seen this before. You lied, bro. You trying to make it seem like you was there in the arena on your own. That wasn't it. You wasn't there on your own. You know that for a fact. You just couldn't have enough to thank Rachel and let her know, I appreciate what you do at Real Talk. I thank you. That would have carried forward and she would have remembered that you gave her fucking thanks. But you know what bums do? They always want to freeload off somebody. You know what I'm saying? Who in the hell can say they got they travel explain? Look, I'm gonna tell you how the black community. I don't know how the black Filipino community do, but I'm gonna tell you, unless you're married to a Filipino, okay? But let me tell you, black community. In order for you to get that, it's a way. It's much more time that have to be invested for somebody to just say, "Hey, yeah, I'm playing for that." It has to be a understanding, and it has to be that T word, trust. There has to be some trust there. There has to be some trust, some understanding that, hey, you ain't trying to run game on me. But for you to know him a short period of time and not detect the bum scent. You didn't detect the bum scent, Rachel? You didn't smell him? Dang, motherfucker stank. You didn't smell him? If he didn't have the money to fly over there, he probably don't have money for the church and to wash his clothes and drawers every week. You didn't smell him from afar, Rachel? Come on.
Even though he's also a friend, I prioritized you. At the end of the day,
She said she prioritized you, dude. Jesus Christ, man. Somebody prioritized you, bro. And it wasn't the group of homeless people that you hang out with. She prioritized you, bro. Do you hear what she said? She prioritized. She made sure you was good.
Interesting to me is you know when to call me when you need something. And you apparently have conflict resolution. Let's watch this.
Blue Blood is making it seem like you and everybody else, maybe BF and Drew, like had a problem with me not acknowledging, hey y'all, I'm leaving, or I don't know. I don't know what his whole motive was, but that's what made me call you on the phone so that you can clarify that it really wasn't no issue with me not overseeing your conversation with him, or stuff like that, or saying I'm leaving.
Y'all, I'm not gonna sit up here and say, I told you so type of shit. But as adults, man, it's people like this that mess it up for the really good people. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Because this ain't no conversation. If this would have been my people, the black, and you walk your ass up out of there, and you ain't there and show love, and they got you over to that venue, but you ain't coming back to show love to the home base, the headquarters. If you put yourself in that situation, like I'm gonna tell you two ways. It's always more than two, but I'm just saying two ways that to kind of debunk one side of it. Though I'm up here reacting to this, and I say he should have showed up, he might turn around on the flip side and say, "I didn't ask you to do it. You did it on your own. So just because you did that favor for me, don't mean I need to come up there, after the fight and everything, and go up in a room and kiss your ass." That's how some people think. He might have thought he didn't need to come up there because you offered, you suggested, you didn't show a text saying that he asked you, he requested for you to do that. He does what bums do. I ain't got no money for lunch. Man, where you going? You going to the fight, man. I wish I can go. That's the text you had. I wish I can join y'all in the atmosphere and breathe that air of cleanliness. Oh my God, I just wish I could just be around you all to experience that night. You know what I'm saying? No. No, this guy was giving an inhaler. You gave him all expense paid. You gave him the fan friendly experience package. And he couldn't come after the fight. And only because Blue might have said that Rachel felt some type of way, God damn it, she should have felt some type of way. But on the flip side of that, he probably looking at it like, I didn't ask you to do it. I didn't ask you to do it. So I'm just saying both sides of the motherfucking charts, bro.
So you called me because Blue Blood was insinuating that I was mad at you. You called me. You could do that when Blue Blood tells you I'm mad at you. But when you know I'm upset with you, you won't pick up the phone. Is it only because this was about Blue Blood and it was about the clicks and the likes, and that's why you want to clarify with me?
Let's not start dropping that truth on him now, because we all know that he came in this game, hell bent on working on his arrows, his archery, targeting Blue Blood. That was a fact. So Rachel's like, hey, was it just because you wanted the clicks and likes on your channel? You didn't want to pick up the phone behind the scenes because nobody would know that y'all was talking, doing what grown folks do? Bro, she paid for your shit, bro. She assisted you in the best way possible. Do you know how hard and difficult it is to know somebody limited amount of time to get them to pay for your plane ticket like that? Man, come on, bro. Come on, man. I mean, it's just not people that's out here doing this, man. And then for the reason that I said earlier there, Martell. You was extremely perturbed. You know what I'm saying? The anxiety that you had watching that massacre, you just wanted to hurry up and leave the arena. I know. I know. That's what it was. And you said, F Rachel. I don't care what you did for me. I don't need you anymore. I just wanted to come to one fight so I can go and speak to my boy, D-Town Bachton, the one that can't even put a OT on the end. I'm boo in it, boo in it. Man, come on, stop it.
You were using me to help clear your name?
Yes, that's what he was doing, Rachel, using you.
How convenient. But you know, we still talked and called and talked and called and talked and called and talked and called. Barely anything in between. So many text messages, so many calls. But let's talk about it. You were ambushed, right? But let's just hear it from you.
I did not know that there was a dialogue between Rachel Donaire and Victor Constance.
How are you blatantly lying? Like, the fact that you can lie and tell people with a straight face this lie, knowing the truth, is absolutely ridiculous to me.
It's not ridiculous. It's been in existence for quite some time. You know, troglodytes has been around for a minute there. Rachel, come on now. We're not living in prehistoric time, even though some people do old type of shit that you would expect them to recognize when something's good is being done for them to say thank you. You have to understand there's good people, bad people. Rachel, you know that. Come on, man. You've been in the sport of boxing. You've been in the rough times. You've been on camera arguing with people. You know how rough and tough and grimy it is. I guess that might be it. You know what I'm saying? I guess you have, you felt that your position in the sport that you need to look out. I don't know. He might have told you he wanted to be a referee in the amateurs. I don't know. This is just way far out for me to kind of grasp. You know what I'm saying? Any type of sanity to it. To spend that much money on somebody you really truly don't know who they are when it comes to their integrity is amazing.
You didn't know that I had conversation with Victor. Okay, well let's just throw away the one that was in February. Maybe you forgot. Maybe you forgot. But how did you forget this? We set up the entire thing. Don't you remember? Look at the date. Let me zoom that in for you real quick. December 23. Approximately 4 days before Victor came to your live. You want me to ask him. Again, this is Manager Marty. You want me to ask him what his problem is with you? Well, let's watch the video. I'll text him. What message do you want me to deliver to Victor? But you didn't know. You didn't know I have communication with him, and yet you're telling me what to tell him. I'm telling you what he just texted me back. And around the circle we go. But not just that. The day before the live, Marty, you forgot. We had 2 conversations for 22 minutes. Completely setting.
Marty, bro, she is torching you, bro. If you didn't have any integrity before now, you definitely don't have any integrity moving forward. It's just a bad look all the way around. I don't want to consider it to be amongst black men because all of us don't act alike. All of us in this boxing game isn't alike. We don't move alike. But it's insanely just stupid that somebody would consider you to be as graced and kind to say thank you afterwards when you sit up there like a bum and you say, well, I really like to enjoy the atmosphere. I want to breathe the air. Please. That's all. I'm not going to ask you to help me out, but I really want to breathe the air. So how you going to breathe the air? You have to be in the proximity where the air is at, right? Just throw little subtle hints. Please, you got it. I'm surprised he didn't say, "Hey, Rachel, you got it. You and Nonito, you got it. You work for your shit. I'm still bumming along. That's all I'm doing. I'm just bumming along. That's all. I'm gonna throw little hints out there. I'm just bumming along. I don't have no expectations, no goals. That's it. You know, I told people, man, they didn't want to listen, man. I try to warn them. I try to warn them. You don't have the kindness. Like, it just comes down to a point. Like, you want to be a nigga, you want to be a fuck nigga, or you want to be what they call a real nigga. Just say, hey, you know what? I couldn't have did this without so and so. You know, but I think deep down inside, since because he didn't ask for the gift, he don't want to say thank you for the gift. He don't want to reach down and be honest that, hey, I didn't have it. I didn't have it. But you get the gift of life to go to one of the biggest fights in boxing history, and the details and arrangements say, hey, TGB is picking you up, getting this contact. What? And you get a food voucher for your bum ass? What? What? Nigga, is you stupid? This is insane, bro. This is why people don't want to be fucking with us, bro. Real talk. This is why people don't want to fuck with us, man. How much does someone have to do? It ain't all about money, you know, because an act of kindness can go from someone, you know, their character. That can be judged the best. The character, you know, what they do for you without you asking them to do it for you. You know what I'm saying? That's what it really is. But when you do for bums and you want to pick up the strays, understand you're going to get stray-like behavior. It never cease to stop. It's going to continue. And this is a perfect example. How can you not show up at the room? How can you not follow up? Because you're mad that Errol Spence lost. That's it. How can you not show gratitude? Somebody explain that shit to me. How can you not show gratitude, you bum?
Bring this up, how you're going to pretend you don't know that Victor's coming up. You also, that was the first 22-minute conversation. But there's also the second 22-minute conversation talking about what you were going to talk about with Victor tomorrow on live.
Ain't that some shiesty shit? Forget Pooh Shiesty mask. Get a Martell mask. The one that cover your entire face and you don't have no airspace to breathe and no holes in the mask to breathe, goddammit. Because you can't take this shit serious. With somebody who lies straight faced like that and act like they don't know, they have no acknowledgement, y'all, that things are going on. They just up here telling a one-sided story. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going in hard on the nigga. It's just not a waste of time. I'm just like, when you hear Rachel, like, she really is usually on her shit. Like, she'll check somebody. You know what I'm saying? She usually squared up. Like, it ain't no easy go, right? But this right here, it must have been a quota she had to fill. This was a feed the homeless once a year quota that had to happen. This was, hey, you cried on my shoulder. I'm not gonna let you. I'm not gonna let you go. I think Marty cried on her shoulder when Errol Spence got his ass beat, cause he ain't never really care about Nonito. You know what I'm saying? It had to be Errol Spence, man. He was a Bud hater, and Errol got his ass whooped. So really, he wanted somewhere to cry, and that was that. He never really cared about anything, man. Remember, when somebody say they didn't ask you to do it, that's a very invidious type of person. They don't give a fuck about nobody except themselves, bro. And look, everything he did, I guarantee if it was my people, they wouldn't have been so freaking polite in the way the delivery was in doing this live about this bum. They wouldn't have been so nice. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she should have dropped the N word time or two on here. You bum ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's all you had to do. I bet he would have called you up then. Hey, and no need to. Where's Rachel? She called me a nigga. She can't do that. It's embarrassing. I bet he would have picked up the phone then.
Explain it. Because, what did you say?
I did not know that there was a dialogue between Rachel Donier and Victor Conte.
So you didn't know. I just keep harping on this. How you didn't know when you set it all up. You set it all up. You didn't know that I had communication. Okay. All right. You just texted me to send him a message 4 days prior to your live. And the day before, you had asked, what can I ask Victor? And I said, he said, anything you want. Well, what does he want?
Victor Conte said anything you want. God damn. It doesn't get any more open-ended than that when it comes to an interview. And if you go back in early in the interview, he didn't really want to fuck with old boy because he usually doing, interviews with high-profile people. But sometimes you don't need a high-profile individual. You just need someone that's experienced and taking what they're doing serious, the content creation serious. And, a lot of people sit up here and try to, critique me and what I do. I don't do a lot of interviews because I choose not to. Right? I really just go to the fight, get the content, do what I got to do, take pictures and do that. But, you'll have people that say certain things, word of mouth, this, and this, and this. And then you got people that can vouch for whoever. But I guarantee you there's nobody out there to vouch for Barn Martell other than Rachel herself. That's the only person that was vouching for him.
And I said, he just wants to see the entire live. And you said, no problem, done. I was like, promise that this is the deal. He's gonna come and you're gonna post the entire video. Yep, nope.
Did you say promise? Hell no, he didn't hit you with the promise. You said, do you promise to do it? And he said, yep. Man, if that wasn't a freaking red flag all the way up in the motherfucking blimp, you can run this red flag up a pole. You had to have this on the back end of a blimp. This dude promised to put the whole video. It's amazing how all of this is coming. Because when I was checking, when he was interviewing Victor and all that shit, and I saw him start putting the clips up, I said, man, this is trash. He's trying to basically get Victor Conte to put some, try to lead people. You know what I'm saying? Try to falsely lead people to believe that he's incriminating himself, to try to put him back in a negative light by putting clips and clips and clips, trying to basically direct traffic. The traffic he was trying to direct is to a negative image, a negative perception of what people, actually think about Victor Conte. Okay, yeah, he did his time and boxing allowed him to be a part of this. Okay, cool. But that particular individual Martell, his whole entire intentions was to do what he just did. Clip the video up and put his own spin on it. So when he lied to your face and said he was going to promise to put the whole vid up, I could have told you that shit wasn't gonna happen.
No problem. And then you went left. And then you went left. And you kept me in this conversation. You didn't let me go. You wanted me in this conversation. Why? I don't know. Maybe because you wanted to use me as a scapegoat one day, because we were never really friends. But on December 28th, I gave you Victor's number. Victor doesn't have your number. You're showing all these emails of Victor emailing you. You're not responding.
Hold up. Hey, shout out to Rachel in the chat. I wasn't even paying attention to the chat. Shout out Beyond the Ring with Nonito and Rachel is in the building. What's good with it? I had to do a reaction to this because I already know this clown. You say, WCF, you can use the video. I ain't going to strike you. Boy. Hey, hey, Rachel, I just became monetized again. Shit. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, but since you in the chat and you said, you know what I'm saying? Cool. You know what I'm saying? But people say, hey, yeah, you can use the video, but hey, if you say I can use it, hey, I'll use it. I'll let the people see what's popping. You know what I'm saying?
assumingly. But you had Victor's number. You
Appreciate you pulling
had
up.
Victor's number. So why is it that
Tough Love
on
Boxing, I see you in
January
the building.
3rd,
Salute to
your
you, brother.
second interview with him, you're giving me the StreamYard? You're giving me the StreamYard.
This is just look, this is just crazy receipts on top of receipts, man. Like crazy receipts on top of receipts. And this type of live stream with the amount of receipts that's being presented to Marty, it's no way that he can rebuttal this at all. There's no way that you can rebuttal this unless you just want to lie like you've been doing.
Now I'll tell you why you're giving me the StreamYard. For some strange reason, you can't pick up the damn phone and call the number that I gave you. You also can't email the StreamYard to Victor for some strange reason. So what do? You interrupt me in the middle of a meeting, right? You interrupt me in the middle of a meeting.
Hey, this is wild because first of all, you know, when you're talking about, taking the time out, this just goes crazy and crazy. Taking the time out to the leave a meeting for a bum. For a bum, yo. This is just insane for a bum. This dude, he never had any intentions of playing fair. Real talk. He never had any intentions. Him knowing, you could have told him, hey, I left the meeting. I'm in the meeting. What you got? What you got? What you got? And then you would have, he would have told you, he probably would have thought, man, your meeting couldn't be more important than what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? You have many more meetings. Don't worry about it.
I was in a meeting on January 3rd. You miscalled me because you were trying to get Victor on. Could have called him. Could have emailed him, but you called me. You called me and I called you 1 minute back. Why did I call you a minute back? Well, not that it's any of your damn business, but I was in a meeting. If you could see, this was January 2nd. We're talking about lunch plans, and from 4 to 9, we were going to go and do something else. Yes, let's move it tomorrow. Time, 1:30. Fish House. Where's that?
I guess bums don't have GPS. Real talk. I truly, somebody say the fish house. You just automatically look through your phone and say, okay, this is where it's at. This, that, and the other. And this is a person that obviously don't have no effort to do nothing on his own, man. If he got somebody that's really that's willing to coddle him, micromanage him, walk him every step of the way, hold him by his arm, you know what I'm saying? Rub his shoulders, hey, pat him on the back, everything's gonna be okay. I mean, somebody give you a name of a restaurant. You can't put it in your phone and just drop it in GPS and say, okay, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Where's that? Just lazy, bro.
1:30 Fish House. I asked my associate if he was on his way yet. And he was on his way, leaving Pahrump at 1:12 p.m. It takes 45 minutes to get to where I was. So when you called me to get Victor on, when you could have called him yourself, I had to step out of my meeting. And mind you, this is a meeting from 2 o'clock to almost 9 o'clock. So I was in and out of your live. Yes, I was in and out. I make a comment, and then I would leave again whenever we had a break or we had other people to talk to.
Why though? I just gotta ask the biggest question mark in life. Why? What was it that drew you in that allowed you to gravitate and help this bum out? I don't get it. Look, when you talk about adults being able to navigate themselves through tough tasks, you know what I'm saying? We should be able to do that at this point in time. You know, just to get around in life, we should be able to do this type of stuff. But when somebody's stepping, baby, you all from step every ounce of the way, that is a person that don't give a damn. That is a straight up bum. They don't want to then take no effort within themselves, no desire to exert the extra energy at all. Period. They don't, man.
But at no point did you leave me out of the conversation. Okay, I stand corrected. There was a point that you left me out of the conversation. It was after January 3rd. January 3rd was the last time I texted you. I told you I was in a meeting, I couldn't see the live. Can you send me the link? And that Victor accidentally had his email on the computer. Probably should have edited that out, right? Trying to look out. But you know what? That didn't matter to you. You never responded to that text message, let alone call me. And I couldn't figure out where in the world our friendship ended. So
She want to know, where did the friendship end? Rachel, you never had a friendship. You had an understanding. The understanding was one way. It was coming from him, and he had the understanding that he wanted something from you. That's it. That was the understanding. He had one directive. You know what I'm saying? Like you mentioned earlier, he had one directive. Well, you haven't mentioned it yet. But he had one directive. He was trying to get to a point in place, and he found out that you had the entire itinerary. In order for him to get that a piece of that itinerary, he had to go through you. And that was his whole